July 31st, 1917. British soldiers have been fighting in the trenches of the First World War for over 3 years now, and it kinda sucked. In the fields of Belgium, heavy rain turned land into a slurry of mud and blood. You might wonder why anyone would be there. So basically, here's what the British were up to. The Germans had most of Belgium, and the British wanted to push them back by going towards the coast. So this guy named Douglas Haig planned to attack the Germans at Ypres. But here's the problem. The Germans had the high ground, and any Star Wars fan knows, having the high ground is a big deal. So what do you do when your enemy has the high ground?
Blow them up.
On June 7, 1917, over £1 million of explosives were set off. The explosion was so large that it could be heard as far away as London. Now that the British were on the offensive and the Germans were on the run, it was finally time to advance on Passchendaele. Messines was just the beginning. Haig's real goal was to push toward the Belgian coast, cutting off German U-boat bases. That meant attacking here, Passchendaele. Remember how I said the Germans had the high ground, so German trenches were light. And British trenches were light. But the attack continued. Over the next 3 months, British, Australian, New Zealand, and Canadian forces fought tooth and nail for every inch of ground. And the Germans? They weren't giving up easily. They had fortified ridges, machine guns everywhere, and controlled the high ground. By October, the British called in the Canadians for one final push. Their mission? Capture the ruins of Passchendaele village. And after weeks of relentless fighting, on November 6th, they did. In the end, the British managed to push back the Germans and win the battle. But at what cost? Over 500,000 men were killed, wounded, or missing. And in the end, the land they fought for barely made a difference in the war. Passchendaele wasn't just a battle, it was a nightmare. A brutal reminder that, in war, sometimes even victory feels like defeat.